Today on the Stay at Home Chef, I'm showing you how to make the most amazing chocolate bundt cake. I've taken my massively popular recipe for chocolate cake and turned it into a bundt cake masterpiece. Start by preheating your oven to 350 degrees, and then you're going to need a bundt cake pan. Bundt cake pans come in different sizes and designs. You'll need a 10 to 12 cup bundt cake pan for this recipe. If you're not sure how many cups your bundt cake pan holds, an easy way to determine that is to measure out water and simply pour it into the bundt cake pan until it's full. Keep track of how many cups of water you've put in, and you'll know the total volume when the water reaches the very tippy top of the pan. My pan holds 12 cups. The rule of thumb for bundt cakes is that you want to fill the pan 2/3 of the way full with batter, so this recipe makes 8 cups of chocolate cake batter. Now, bundt cakes are notorious for sticking because of all these little ridges and designs, so make sure you butter your pan really well. After you've buttered the pan, you can dust it with either cocoa powder or flour, and it's a little hard because of this hole in the middle, but I find that if I just spoon my cocoa powder in or flour right on that center ridge, it's really easy to get it around. Then you just kind of shake it and move that cocoa powder or flour all the way around to coat the buttered sides. Tap out the excess and then set your pan aside while we make the batter. This batter is made all in one bowl. It starts with 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. I'm using Hershey's today, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Then we're gonna give this a quick mix or a stir just to combine. Then, after that's mixed, we'll add in 1 cup of water, and I have this hot, or you can use brewed coffee, 2/3 of a cup of buttermilk, 2 large eggs, 1/3 cup of sour cream, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, which will make our cake nice and moist, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Then we'll mix this all together. You want to mix this until just combined and the batter is smooth and most of the lumps are gone. And of course, be sure to stop and scrape the sides and bottom of the bowl to make sure that everything gets mixed in. Your batter should end up being a nice pourable consistency. Then we can pour this into our prepared bundt pan. And that's it, such an easy batter. We're gonna bake this in the 350 degree oven for 45 to 50 minutes until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Let the cake cool in the pan on a wire rack for about 15 minutes before you flip it out. And then if you greased your pan well enough, the pan should come right off. Let the cake cool completely before making your glaze. To make the glaze, you'll need 6 ounces or 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and just place them into a bowl that's large enough to add in some liquid. Then over on the stove, you're gonna heat 2/3 of a cup of heavy cream to a simmer over medium heat. As soon as it comes to a simmer, you'll remove it from the heat and pour it immediately over your chocolate chips in the bowl. Let this stand for about 5 minutes to allow the hot cream to melt the chocolate chips. After 5 minutes, you'll be able to stir this all together until it's smooth and well combined into a chocolatey goodness. It takes a minute or 2 of stirring, but you should end up with a nice, smooth chocolate ganache. Then this part is optional, but if you want to keep your ganache nice and fudgy, add in a tablespoon of corn syrup while the mixture is still warm. Once that's all smooth, all that's left to do is drizzle this on top of our cake. I keep my cake on the wire rack to do this part, and then slide either a piece of parchment paper or wax paper underneath to catch the drips. Then you can pour it straight from the bowl or spoon it down the sides of your cake. The ganache will harden a little bit as it cools, and then you can transfer this to a cake platter and slice and serve. Thanks for watching. You can find the full written recipe in the video description. Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow, and check out the rest of my videos, where you can find hundreds of restaurant quality recipes you can easily make at home. See you later.